Okay, hello friends, welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. This is the game that I've been playing sort of, here and there, and with me again is my wonderful partner, OneSilverKey. Hello, OneSilverKey.
Hi, it's me. Hi,
Is you.
it's
Okay,
me.
so I am going to be totally honest. It's been a while since we've played. I don't really remember. I remember last time the body count hit 3, I believe, right? We've lost 3 folks. We
At
lost
least two.
Tammy,
Yep, Tammy.
we lost Tammy's
Tammy's
dad,
dad.
and we lost the teacher.
Yes.
What's his name? The bad breath guy.
Hal.
Halitosis was his name, right? He doesn't maybe actually have bad breath. That just happens to be his name.
That's just his name, yeah.
And I was focusing on reasoning and biology, which is probably a bad idea now that I
I
know
mean,
that I'm going
it
to have to
wouldn't be
fight some
bad.
things.
It wouldn't be bad to boost that biology over to 33, personally.
Yeah, it's currently
Um,
at 34, but only because I am I have an item for it.
yeah, but the other thing is that for the next couple of months,
Yeah,
oh fuck, you have a boost to physical skills,
got it. Oh, I
which
see
is if
that. I see
you,
the little
if you
arrow there.
scroll over the little like arm, it'll tell you how long that boost will last.
Um, I'm scrolling over it. It's not popping anything up. Oh, that arm.
Up
Oh, there
near
it
your
is.
face. Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
pumped from the last attack, 3 months. Got it. Okay,
So
cool.
for the next 3 months, realistically, if you boost physical skills, you get an extra and one more on top of it. So like it's worth it to like kind of boost physical skills right now.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah,
My stress is super duper high,
yeah, you
which
have to
makes
take a break.
sense. All right, Tangent is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. Ah, this is the worst. Am I really gonna roast her right after like people just died? No,
You're having a bad day. You could, and it would make sense.
it would make sense. I am a teenager, but no, I'm not gonna be mean.
Are you a teenager? Barely. I think you're
I might
12.
be 12 at this point.
Yeah.
I can't possibly. She seems too upset to even explain it. Professor Hal, she tries again. Hal, he was helping me with his physics chapter, and now he's. Yeah.
Mm.
I can't understand this without him. This is impossible. Why did he have to die? Now, Tangent's not the kind of person that likes physical contact without being, like, without requesting it, so I'm just going to say I miss him too. He was a good teacher. He didn't deserve to die. I wish I could have done something to save him. Well, we can't count on the adults to save us, that's for sure. We'll have to do it ourselves. Now, I don't have the engineering to help her out, so good luck. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be seeing a lot of grief, I assume.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's good. That's a running theme.
All right, we're checking for items. I got medicinal roots.
What's your stress level at?
95.
Okay, that means so you can still do something.
I can still
without
do a
taking
thing. And I think, I mean, you mentioned physical skills,
Yeah,
and
there's also like I think lookout. You might have lookout capabilities at this point, which is resting on the wall.
like here.
Oh, I think it's actually through the garrison.
Got it.
Like it's a rest technically, but it lets you
Oh, right, right. I remember. It's up there on the thing. Right, right, right. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that next time. For now,
testing locations also gives you a chance to like make friends with people.
yeah.
To an extent, so resting on the wall is gonna make friends with this, and then if you have the garden in a hydroponics already, you can make friends with Cal.
Got it.
If Tammy was alive,
Sad. So
resting
sad.
resting in the quarters would give you friendship with Tammy. She's not. So
I need to
um
flip my camera really quick,
flip.
just so that I'm looking the right direction. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do defense training. Caber toss. Oh, I love it. Okay, as a I'm not actually a Scotsman, but as someone of Scottish descent, I love me a good caber toss. A 6-meter long mush tree pole. 6 meters is like 20 feet plus. That's ridiculously big. And
yeah.
And she just threw it like a javelin. That's not how you caber toss, but that's okay. I mean, wow, you're strong for a little kid, is what I'm saying. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to a neatly stacked pile of construction poles. From the look of it, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower. I mean, obviously I'm going to go for the big one, and it's not going to work.
You never know.
But we're gonna try it. Selene's going to throw a big one, so you better get out of that landing zone. Yeah, it's not necessarily the heaviness that does it. Okay, here we go. Lift, run, throw.
They did say that, right? Like, that's good.
And
Okay.
we get a +2 bonus to pairs here.
Yes.
Our goal is 60. Yikes. Okay. That's only 8. I definitely think I'm going to need to use some things here.
How many mushwood logs do you have?
I have 6 mushwood logs. So that actually, can I only... How does this work? Am I able to, like...
So you could put Telling a Violent Tale up, which is your 5, right? And then do the blue one. Yeah? And then the yellow one. And then you can...
And then I
drag
can
the
mush them all up to 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to
You
do the
can-
blue one because it's specifically the yellow cards. Got it. Okay, so... So mushwood to here, mushwood to here, mushwood to here, mushwood to here. I just spent a lot of mushwood.
Yeah.
But
that gets you a third of the way before you even get into the next.
It's also very appropriate that I'm using mushwood logs to beef up a caber toss.
True.
This one's +2 during these kinds of challenges. I might just end up using up all of my mushwood here.
You might.
Okay, so let me think. Working the muscles gets me to 6 there.
Well, because it has a +2 during
During physical challenges, yeah.
Physical challenges, yeah.
And then if I like stress cry, I've got 2 more, so that would make a pair there.
If you put Stress Cry next to the card you have already in place, right?
Yeah.
And then put the the harvesting mushwood in. You can use the egg to turn the Stress Cry into a red 3.
Oh, interesting. +1 to a card, change the suit. Nice.
And,
that gets me
and
16.
then you could put the 1.
The discovering, yeah, that would be the one.
In discovering, and then mushwood it to 3.
To 3. Yeah. And then 18, I should be able to do an 18. Now, because of my gardening trowel, I also get +1 bonus to straights. So I could go 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I could go 0 through 4, right? Because there's 5.
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And I got all 3 stars. Hell yeah. Okay, we're back, baby. We've never been more back.
Get a couple of extra kudos out of it. And then because you won, you got 1 toughness. And then because you're heroic right now, you get a second one.
I get an extra +1. Okay, so like you said, I really want to be working on I do really want to be working on my physical skills. I remember at the end of the last video I was saying we gotta get more toughness, right? We gotta get tough because, as Tangent said, we cannot assume that the adults are going to save us. Players can't beat each other in mushwood toss. They can only beat their own high scores, but you get 2, no, 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. Again, not how caber toss works, but that's okay. This is not real life. In real life, you want to throw the caber so that it goes up and spins over, and you want it to land so that it's like straight out instead of off to the side. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations. Oh, it's Calvin Ball. You don't
Yes.
you don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill. It's a wonder you got away with this. No, you know that the adults were watching the kids do this, and like, should we stop them? And be like, no, no, they're all like grieving right now, right? So
We gotta let them do this for now, at least.
gained a ton of stress, got some combat, got some animals, got a friendship with an anemone. You've been having weird dreams as usual. They seem to get worse around glow. You wake from a dream that has tears drying on your face that you can't remember why, just that you were terrified. Whatever it was, it felt real enough that for a moment you just lie in your bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blearily rub your eyes, and surprise! Oh, it's my birthday. It's a birthday. Tomato Head, huh? Happy birthday, little Tomato Head. 12 years old. Okay, so like you said, preteen still.
Yeah.
No, it was just yesterday Antecedent was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen so you can eat together. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your presents.
Okay, so you pick one of these. Now there's different.
There's going to be cards for them, right? Yeah, so this one's a 0 orange. This one's a +1 to physical.
So these are all like items, right?
And this one's a +1 to, yeah.
The photo phoner is, it allows you to add 1 to any social card.
Yeah, I see it.
When it's active, but it also opens up the ability to play the photo phoner,
Okay.
which increases creativity.
Okay. And then how about the Xenofauna?
As far as I know, I think that's just by itself. I don't know if it does anything else beyond that. The white Astrantia, there's only, I think, 2 ways to get this in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is it can be given as a gift for an automatic +10 to any one person.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like, it's useful for if you're like, oh, well, I've decided I want to be friends with that guy despite the fact that, you know, their shit is, like, harder to get to, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, an enemy, you have to have a certain level of toughness or combat or whatever to like, do the extra benefits with her in addition to friendship levels.
Yeah.
So this lets you increase friendship levels even if you're not giving them gifts, because on average a liked gift gives like +2 friendship,
Yeah.
whereas that'll give straight up 10.
Got it. Do you have a recommendation for this? The
It
Xenofauna
depends.
is nice because I do plan on doing a lot of toughness challenges.
Yeah,
The exotic flowers, you said there's 2 ways to get it.
I think there's only 2 ways to get it. This is the guaranteed one, and I think the other one is where you have to spend a lot of time in hydroponics and you steal one.
Got it.
But that's not a guarantee, and I don't remember if I'm right.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the flowers. Exotic because they came from Earth. I saved these seeds in cold storage for over 20 years just for this day. These are the first Earth flowers to bloom on Vertumna. They're special, just like you. Aww. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So, we've been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I have always said that you're in charge of your schedule, but we've been keeping an eye on you. A loving eye. A trusting, gentle eye. Professor Hal used to tell us all the time how hard you were trying in school. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun and grown up when you're a kid, but if you want to do more than manual labor, you'll need some book smarts. That makes sense. So, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. Don't worry, we're not going to make you get a job right now. We're just asking, what do you want to be like?
Yeah, what do you want to do when you...
So, on the one hand, the 2 that I am looking at are a teacher, obviously, because real life.
Right, and also because we're up the engineering.
and a monster hunter because, like, right now I really want to keep the people in my life safe. So I
Right.
think what I would say at this point as a 12-year-old is a monster hunter. You've been playing too many Hollow games. I've not been playing Hollow games. Monsters have been killing my friends.
Well, I mean, you might be also playing Hollow games.
I mean, that might also be true. Hunting monsters, I hope it doesn't come to that here. It's already come to that. My mom is. I like her a lot, but she's naive in some ways.
So there's hunting monsters, which is actively going out into the field to kill them.
Yes.
And dealing, like, as opposed to defense, which
Well,
is dealing with them as they come here.
and like as a real life person, I understand that we are the colonists here, right? We're probably the baddies, but like a 12-year-old wouldn't get that. A 12-year-old just knows that these things are killing my friends.
Correct.
Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie have mentioned their daughter Mars is working there. Okay, so I'm going to stay far away from that. Sure beats shoveling dirt. If you don't take the job, you tell Mars I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm not taking that job. Early
Don't like
quiet.
Mars.
I am not a fan of Mars. I understand that she's probably awesome, but I'm not terribly interested. Okay, so super stressed. I can either deal with the stress by going to bed or by going to the watchtower, yeah?
Yeah, and in this situation, I would suggest the watchtower, unless you wanted to, like, for story reasons, do bed, because that'll give you something else in addition to getting you down. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Because
Like-
me being asleep doesn't actually increase anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, relaxing on the walls. Most of the time you're alone up here except for the occasional passing guard, but sometimes you're joined by Dis. He barely looks up at you as you plop down and kick your feet through the railing and over the edge. I like this whole, like, we just sit together. We don't have to talk. We don't have to make conversation. We just chill together for a bit. He looks like he's doodling on his hollow pad. You see all sorts of plants, mushrooms, little creatures with too many eyes or too many legs. He has a selection of plant samples at his side, like artist paintbrushes laid out on a towel.
Like, he is also wicked sciencey.
Yeah,
you know?
he's super biologist, yeah. He's not drawing plants right now, though. He's actually...
He and Tangent are identical twins, so,
Yeah.
like, their brainwaves are very similar.
He's drawing a person. I wonder if it's Dis's original character or something, like his super cool goth self-insert. Now, on the one hand, is that supposed to be you but cooler is backhanded as hell. I like the that looks nice. I'm worried that he'll get a little bit self-conscious. If I ignore him, I feel like we're just gonna chill and like body double, right?
Yeah, which is fine too.
Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like what he wants is just some quiet. Yeah, you come up here so people don't bother you. This is the same way. You respect that. Yeah, I like that. Do I want to forget? No. Both of these are good. I'm gonna hold on to both of them. Mid-quiet. Oh, I mean late quiet.
Mid-quiet has passed into late quiet, yeah.
So I need to decide at some point who I want to be really good friends with so that I can use that flower.
Yeah, and honestly, you can wait until the like the second half of the game.
Yeah, I've got years yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, the game ends when you turn 20, or if something really, really bad happens before then.
You're on your way to command. You know the supply depot, the most important job in the colony? Plus, I get to pick all the best stuff. Yeah, I'm ignoring her. Oh, look at her face. That's it? You're not impressed? OMG, what does it take? Is she actually trying to impress me? That's interesting.
Mars really likes you, but doesn't understand how to make
how
friends.
to be social. Yeah, that's fair. I can totally get that.
She's very good at being social, but she's not super great at reading people.
Okay, I'm just checking in with everybody. Seeing if there's anything I can do that I have the
stats
for, yeah. I might get Dis to eat a worm at some point.
You gotta get your bravery up for that.
Yeah.
So. I'm gonna sneak out.
I mean, given what happened last time,
Well, yeah.
we're definitely going to. Yeah, let's go explore. I was gonna do some training, but let's go explore. I used up a lot of my items.
Yeah. Might as well go collecting, right? At the very least.
Yeah. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. They don't look like they're doing very well. No one's around. Let's try to plant something. You're just a kid being a farmer. You mess around for a few hours, planting some things that look like seeds, but it's unlikely any of them will actually grow. Gave me a little bit of stress.
You did get a thing.
What thing did I get?
I think you got probably biology out of that.
Ah, got it. Okay, so that's the colony.
There's a mush dog right there.
Oh, I do see it.
If you keep going, there's a little bit of a path. You see that, like, hobbit over there?
Yep, I see it.
The hop eye?
Yep, the hop eyes. Okay, it's an animals challenge. My animals is not good.
But it's an easy animals challenge.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. My animals is not great, but 27, I think we can manage that. Oh, the hop eye fax makes a duplicate. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then I still get the bonus to straights. So, like if I go
2, 3, 4.
3, 4 was what I was thinking.
Or you could take one of the 3s out and put the 5 in.
That'll get me to 14.
Yeah. You have 3 rounds for this, right? And you only need to make 27.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just these 2 is probably fine. And then yeah, so we can just go 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. And that gets me where I need to be.
Yeah.
And now I just need to try to find the best. 0, 1, 2.
4,
2, 5. That's a big flush, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, this one sets neighbors to the value. I don't know if that's going to be useful. Probably not.
I mean, yeah.
No, I think this is going to be fine.
You can make them all be the same. Like, you can make them all be 1.
No, I got my 3. Very nice. And I got some animals. The hop eyes are wary at first. You crouch down and copy their cute little squeaking noise and bounce toward them. And amazingly, they don't hop away. How cute. They're still freaky. We are going awfully far away from the colony.
No, actually, that's right next to it.
Okay, you stop for lunch eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses, a watermelon. Mm-mm.
Okay, so both of these are good, but good in different ways.
Okay.
What's your stress at right now?
35.
I believe just relax decreases your stress.
And then practice spitting seeds probably
increases your combat.
Oh, well, in that case, we're definitely going to practice spitting seeds. Yeah. That was plus 15 stress, so I do have to find a way to be less stressed.
Which you might not be able to. There aren't that many events that do decrease stress.
You're minding your own business when you stumble into... There's something here, something invisible that makes the hairs on your arms stand on end. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something is nipping at your ankles, but when you look down, there's nothing there. Oh, interesting. If I back away, it stops, and if I move forward, it gets more intense. So an electric field of some sort would be my guess, but let's do a perception challenge. All right, let's see. This one has a gem on it, so I think I could go watch this. 2, 3, 4.
You could also have done 3, 4, 5.
Or I could have done 3. Wait, not that one. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Nope, that's the other way around. There we go. Yeah, I'll take it. I can go 2, 2, 2, 3. And that gets me to my goal. Now I just need to find the highest, but this should be an easy one. 1. Wait. 3, 4. Okay. Because the problem is I want this. I like this one, but if I go 2. Is this a physical challenge?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to go 3, 4, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's got to be the highest. Yeah. Couple of perception, couple of kudos, bit of stress. By trial and error, you find a route through whatever it is. The shock seems strongest near some low-lying fractal palms. You hear a humming from the palms, so it is some sort of electric field, it seems.
Mushwood.
Oh man, animal. Wait,
Mushwood.
wait, where? Oh, there it is.
You
Yeah, I
get
see
on
it.
top of
I see it.
Go for the Go for the animal.
You want the animal? Okay.
Do it.
I'm scared of animals at this point. One of them killed my uncle.
Yeah, but that one was a full-on manticore, and
this is
scary.
this is a one that I've already interacted with this particular kind of animal before, the unisaur.
They have human hands.
I hate it. I'm gonna eat some snacks while I watch, which will lower my stress.
Yep.
It swivels its head to look directly at you. There's a tense moment where you're not sure if it's supposed to run, or if you're supposed to run, but it turns away and leaves. Yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna go hit this question mark down here. Ooh, a bravery challenge. Shoo, shoo, shoo. It keeps getting louder and louder as you move forward. Moving on. Let's do this. I do need to increase my bravery so that I can make Dis eat worms.
Yes. Make him eat worms. Yeah.
That gets me to my goal.
And your super goal.
And now I'm just looking for the highest possible.
If you take one of the ones out, you might be able to put a 4 in there.
Yeah, I think the 4 is going to end up...
Yeah, but you could put it between the 3 and the 5.
I see what you mean.
Because you have the bonus to straight.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the way to go. Yeah, good call.
Yay.
Yeah, there's the 3 stars. Not bad, not bad. Bravery, some kudos. Just alien crickets. Whew, they're so tiny, but there are millions of them. They look like little blades of grass. Tucking your pant legs into the boots is definitely the right way to go. This looks like it's going to take me back towards the colony. Oh,
that's
is it? Thank you for keeping your eyes open for me.
To the left, you can go up that hill.
Oh, it's another Hopeye. Hopeyes are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away when you come near, but something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close and rolling on their backs and kicking with their big foot, punting each other up to 2 meters away. That is neat behavior, but now they're pouncing me. Oh, maybe I think they're just playing with me. I hope they're just playing with me.
I hit your goal, so that's useful.
Okay, now 0, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5.
And then that's going to be a 6, actually.
That's going to be a 6. You're right. So
I mean, you can just, get what you get, or
yeah,
you could.
I'm not too worried about it. I don't really need the extra kudos.
You're not. You're not going to get a straight, so it might be worth it to just group by color.
Yes, 0, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I think is probably the best way to go.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, got the 3 stars again. Nailing it. We're doing so good today. My stress is really high, though. But I am getting lots and lots of benefits.
Yes.
The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them
That's what-
scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures. Like I said, I'm hoping they were just playing, and now I've proven that I'm playing with them.
And there's a herb thing right there.
I see it. I should go home soon. Okay, I'm gonna...
You can do probably one more test.
Yeah.
Choose wisely.
I mean, they're just question marks, right?
Yeah.
You let your mind wander. You bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass, totally transparent. It's a gelatinous cube, right? The sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore once they start glomming on your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to visible signs. Okay, we've got a perception challenge. I'm going to go probably just 332, 233. Can you get a straight on just 2?
No.
No, okay.
You need at least 3 to get a straight. So 1, red 2, yellow 2, 5.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. I don't think there's any better way to go than that. Nailed it. Okay, now I'm going home.
You have to. It's making you.
I spent the month exploring.
And you
Extra
get
bravery.
Yeah, you get the bravery and the perception from just doing the exploration, but you picked up like 4 levels of combat, 4
Yeah.
levels of animals.
I got some toughness. That was very worthwhile.
I usually find that it is, even if you have to rest afterwards.
The problem is, yeah, I probably should have come back after one more so that I could, or before that last one. Eggo, or Eggy. Okay, I'm gonna be nice this time. You lay it on really thick. How Mars is just so cool. How everything she does is totally great. She's obviously the most important person in the colony. I'm gonna start a Mars fan club in her honor. I feel bad about the way I treated her before. Nice try, Selene, but thanks for the compliments. Sucking up to Mars didn't work. It's fine.
Go in and probably talk to Keek or Seek. I think their name is Sequence.
Also, I've got some kudos.
Yeah.
I've got 100
Cake is a
kudos.
great gift if you know what someone's birthday is, because then you can just give them the gift. You can get that photo phoner if you want to try doing that as a way to get your creativity up, which is useful.
I wasn't really going down the creativity route, but...
Well, you can only give a gift once a season to each person, right?
Yeah.
And at 100 creativity, you can give a gift once a month.
Got it.
But you have, like that's base creativity. So it's like having a way to increase it is always useful.
Well, that's going to be all of my kudos, but you know what? Let's take it.
You don't have to.
No, let's take it. And now, back to the wall to chill out.
And hang out.
The only spot of excitement this month was when you filled in for Anemone when she needed to use the bathroom, and just by chance you happened to notice a small pack of Hop-Eyes. Hop-Eyes and I seem to be getting on pretty well. Anemone's a little peeved that you got accolades for spotting them, but it's not like she complained. You weren't even supposed to be on lookout duty. I'm gonna forget the giggling.
Yeah. Get rid of it.
Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale with deep circles under his eyes, and he keeps sneezing. Right. Poor guy has just the worst allergies here. It's fine, he insists. It's just all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. You remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and cries. We did, so why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, Sweet Pea.
Accurate.
Sure, I just have to get used to it like you did. It's also like, I mean, it's the immune system overreacting to stimuli, right?
Right.
Maybe I'll go out for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lug full of this stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. A few weeks? Jesus. Outside the gates? You? You need rest, not machismo. I don't have I'm not going to sneeze into my microphone. A macho bone in my body. I don't have a macho bone in my body. And I have to fertilize the cord of the pixie bees this week. Uh-huh. Dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face. You can tell that something's wrong. Whoa. Is that blood? No, bright fuchsia pink. Do people have pink blood in this game?
No, but the pollen is bright pink.
Yeah, he's having a bad reaction. His eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle. Your mom yells for you to call Instance. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over. She seems satisfied with what she sees. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Is he going to be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body. How would you know that? We've been here for 2 years.
It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body.
I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out after 3 to 5 days and is not contagious. What this means to you, Geranium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. Use a respirator going outside. You got it, boss. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you not to come into work for the rest of the week. You're on strict bed rest. Okay. You're gonna love this new crop. It's called a pixie bean. They glow in the dark. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. Okay, into the mid-pollen. Yeah, it's like Silent Hill, but pink.
Yeah, it's so much.
What's up, Tangent? The holopalm pulses with a message. Hello, Selene. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance, Tangent. She's so formal. But her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but help. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm definitely going to go and help her out. You find her hunched over a spectrometer making notes on a holoscreen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days, which even for her can't be that healthy. Wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of blep tea. Yeah, no, I came as soon as I could. I'm researching the Shimmer, the respiratory illness that people report during the pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the Shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, administer this to yourselves, wait 3 days, and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. There's something going on here, she says, or she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. Unlocking the secrets of the Shimmer, who it affects and why, could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertumna. And knowledge? Knowledge is more than power, Selene. It's control. She's giving a little bit mad scientist vibes. She's just
yes.
She's giving that proto mad scientist, like, I want to control the world vibes. You're a little unhinged. I'm perfectly fine. This is the face of complete concentration and focus. I'm in the zone, Selene. Alright, I'm gonna help you, but I'm a little bit concerned.
She's fine.
Thank you. I've been researching so hard I think my eyes are gonna fall out of my head, and for what? I wonder if this is like a bioweapon that's being used against us, or if it's just natural, because it wasn't there for the first couple of years.
No, it was.
It was, but like it wasn't this bad.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it also could be like, it's only affecting some people, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Dad.
Like, hay fever only affects some people.
I apparently can't... Is it not a thing I have to actively do?
It's not a thing you actually have to actively do.
Got it. Good to know. Okay, so I am waffling between more combat training.
Okay.
Because my toughness is doing pretty okay, but my combat is not great yet. I was also thinking about helping out with the farm, which would also increase toughness.
So you have a smiley face right now next to your portrait in your circle.
Yes.
You have a 10% chance to get an extra skill.
Nice.
On whatever you do this month.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because... Oh, I see. The +1 is no longer a thing. That was just for that. Okay, got it. In that case, I could... You did say I should probably get my biology up to that 33 naturally.
Yeah. You have, what, a 34 right now?
I have a 34, but I have a 35.
So that you're at a 30 right now.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the life sciences thing. You're not sure what to expect from the life sciences class this soon after Professor Hal's death. And it also makes sense that I've been avoiding the classroom for this whole time.
Yeah.
He was the teacher on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? You take your seat in the classroom, there's no teacher. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who takes a seat beside you, barely giving you... Or Tange? I think it might be Tange.
Tang.
Life Sciences. Who can tell me what it is?
I would say Tang.
Selene, start us off with a correct answer, please. Okay, so Life Sciences. Biochem, medicine, ecology. Geology is not a life science. The wet sciences is technically correct, but also like the study of life. I'm going to say the wet sciences. How witty. Wit does you no favors in the real sciences, though. If you want to sit around and talk about great people, may I suggest focusing on the humanities, she says with obvious disdain. Selene, were you heading to life sciences? Good, I could use your help. Wow, she has asked me for help twice. This is unprecedented. So of course I'm going to help. Honestly, we just need somebody to label Petri dishes and move them from the cooler to a different machine. A hop-eye could do it. Thanks. Thanks, Tangent. I'm glad that you hold my skills in such high esteem.
She says you're at least as good as a hop-eye.
Hey, that might be an upgrade from her previous... I don't know. So yeah, they're studying the Shimmer. Instance looks up at you as if just noticing your existence. Like, fair. Ah, Selene. We've been studying samples from some of the colonists who get sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lungs, it's some kind of fungus. That's not great. We think Shimmer is a form of reproduction. It's like a fungus trying to turn us into more fungus like it. Okay, so now I'm getting Last of Us vibes.
It's not Charybdis, though, or whatever.
It is ultra creepifying, I'm sorry. That too.
It's
I'm glad
bad.
she agreed with me on this instead of being like, no, it's amazing and perfect. We'd be much safer if surveyors just set fire to it all rather than trying to study it. Who knows what else out there is trying to kill us? Now that's weird coming from Tangent. Like, the idea of destroy it instead of studying it is not like her at all. Spend most of the week, blah, blah, blah. It would be easier if we had an actual sample of the fungus. They're working with some biological samples, which of course is a fancy word for snot. But according to them, the fungus is all mixed in with human cells. Instance has to spend a lot of time in vert space trying to disconnect the two. Okay, so, I mean, I'm an explorer, although she doesn't know that. Our most useful reports have been from foragers returning from the Valley of Vertigo, where the pollen is thick all year. That might be a good place to start.
Yeah.
Okay, biology. One slot gets +1. And I still get a +1 bonus to straights.
And this is the one that you have to do all in one go.
Yeah. So, I'm just looking real quick. No. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... And then 3... Wait, hold on. No. 5... Hold on. Oh, that's a 3. Okay.
But it has a +1 if it's the highest value.
Which it won't, because I'm gonna be using the Pentathlon challenge, right? Although, like, I could mushwood it, but I don't really care that much. Because I'm trying to make a straight if possible.
Well, you could put the 5 on top of the 1 to get a 6.
Right.
Right. You could put the 3 up and put mushwood that to a 5.
This I would mushwood to a 5.
Yeah. That one will automatically become a 3.
This one will become a 3? Okay.
That'll become a 3.
I'm just curious. If I just do this, that's gonna win.
Yeah. And the win count and such, like if you switch the 6 and the 3 around, you might get higher base.
It is by
but
1.
it all like because you're the
because of the
highest number
flush.
is counted without the without any like
Yeah.
item.
Hey, I got the 3. Nice. I was not confident about that one. Okay, so we got the +3 biology, which means we're at 33 biology naturally now.
Yeah. Which should pop you a thing in a second.
New perk, native botany. Unlocks xenobotany. So if
Which
I go...
is yeah.
No, wait, no, that's in hydroponics.
It's gonna be in hydroponics, yeah. Which is a place you can to work.
Hey, kiddo. Can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands in things here. He's dissecting a flower, that's fair. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird stoma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pools on the desk. Whoa! I thought I'd drain this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess? Help him mop up the flower juice. Sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. You know, I've been thinking about getting one of you kids to come help me out with researching the native plants. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology. It's not as glamorous as gene tech research with instants, but it is important. Nice. Okay, so now I can do xenobotany, and I get to spend more time with my dad without having to, do farming.
Ayo. Click on it real quick. Don't go into it just yet. But you can scroll over and tells you how many kudos you get. You'll get 15 kudos.
And
it'll give you biology and organization and friendship with kill.
That's pretty nice.
And less stress than just being at school.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. We just unlocked it. Let's explore. It's incredible. We're surrounded by alien flora and we know practically nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What's gonna be poisonous? What can we make fibers with, or build with, or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? You and me, we're gonna find out, my little potato.
Potato.
And here's where you'll be working. Bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you could put things into. Okay, I'm going to carefully find the on switch. There is no on switch. Okay, so pressing buttons at random is probably not the right call. Stick something in a hole is hilarious. You put one of the seedlings into a small slot on the table, a little door slides shut, then reopens. A loud brrr noise startles you. Oh no, you broke it! Nah, just kidding. You're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. Well, now that I've gotten some, like, positive feedback, I'm going to start pressing some buttons. Yo, yo, yo! It's Congruence. The ship's friendly computer beams at you from her own hollow screen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder where she got yo, yo, yo from. I want to say Cal, maybe? Or maybe Anemone?
Earth, possibly. Maybe Mars, honestly.
Fair enough. Don't tell anyone, but Congruence is the real brains of the operation. Though it's not like it's a secret. Even the narrator is throwing shade. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new, so don't be afraid to try stuff, which is why it's good that I hit a bunch of random buttons, apparently. Yeah, let's study the mushwood. You examine the mushwood under a microscope, take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested in wet is because the cells get so saturated they lose structural integrity and turn into mush during the glow. That's why probably they're called mushwood. That makes sense to me. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop the mushwood trees from taking on too much water during wet, and then they won't take as long to dry out. Damn, I got 7 kudos and a colony defense. That's good.
And that's 7 kudos before you even get paid for the job.
Right, at the end, yeah. You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of the mushwood, the part that sticks out above the ground to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling in so much water from the mycelial network underground. This is great. Logging will be more efficient now.
That's useful.
Okay. So, we got 444, which is nice. And in fact, if I go 1, 4, 4, 4, 4,
Yeah.
I can't, like, this is a very simple challenge. I don't really see any way I can do better than that. Nice.
That's fair.
So we got crap tons of biology, some organizing, a little bit of stress, and some kudos. And now we're moving on to the wet, right? No, the dust. Dust, wet, glow. Got it. Walking around. Actually, I think I know enough things now to where I can tell my mom what I learned.
Organization?
Oh, you're right. That's organizing. I thought that would have been like biology.
Your dad's animals or biology? Animals. I think cow might be biology.
Yes, fun nature fact. You tell him about the time Tang brought a skunk bug for show and tell in biology, and it got scared and made the worst, smelliest, grossest stink you've ever smelled, and everyone thought Tang had farted. Oh, poor Tangent, look at her face. That's
not Tangent, that's somebody else.
Is that me?
No.
No.
That is a character you have not met yet. That is Nomi Nomi.
Oh, okay, fair enough. When Professor Hal had to clean out the whole room, it took weeks to get the smell out of the bean bags, but it was also kind of neat how a tiny bug can make a whole room of kids run away. I remember that, except the way I heard it, it wasn't Tang, it was you.
Shut up.
Shut up.
You got a flower over there?
Fleur. Oh, yep. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and do more defense training. Hi, Com. It's good to see you, Com.
Oh no, are we correcting on Com?
Maybe a little. Well, that was kind of what we were doing last video, right?
Listen, Com is hot. Okay.
And he's teaching karate techniques to the class, which is also hot.
Yes, we love karate techniques.
He's much more calm than Security Chief Rhett and takes time to connect with you instead of relying on intimidation. You kind of wish he was Chief of Security instead, maybe one day. Com organizes your first karate tournament. He doesn't call it a tournament, more like an exhibition to show how far everyone's come. Informal sparring matches. Despite Com's best intentions, Anemone is absolutely taking this like of course she's taking it like a competition. Anemone takes getting up and walking across the colony as a competition. She takes her place next to you at the board-breaking station and gives you a challenging look. Is it on? I mean, of course it's on. We did the caber tossing before. You break boards until your hands are red and sore, but it's no competition. Anemone chews through those boards like they're made of soy bars. It also helps that, you know, any little scrapes that Anemone gets, like, on her hands are going to scale over, right?
Plus, we have no idea how many of those she's, like, already chewed through, right?
Yes. You're getting good. You just have to power or focus your power through your body more. Like, it's not just your hand doing the work, she says, slapping you on the back. How are her hands not even sore? It was close, though. Again, her hands aren't sore, probably because, again, when you do that kind of training, you get scratches and scrapes all over your hands, which, for Anemone, turn into scales. 5 kudos if total equals goal, if I'm looking for 20 exactly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even care about the 20. I just want to get the best I can possibly get.
Well, you get kudos when you get the best that you possibly can get to.
Yeah, and I believe because I got the 3 stars, I got the +1 combat, right? Or is that just a thing I would have gotten anyway?
And you get the +1 combat from the super goal.
Yes, it says 2 from the 1 challenge and the super goal. Yeah. Cool. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertumnalia Festival. You gather in your... I'm so worried because it's been so peaceful and calm so far. I'm so worried about who is going to die next and when. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can truly be proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing. As always, looking toward the future, we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis, who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in with help from our ship's AI congruence until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend Chief Surveyor Tonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Tonin joins his daughter Aspartame and his partner Lavandula in the world of our memories. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions.
Love you, Utopia.
Moment of silence for Hal and for, what was his name? Tonin. God, I forgot his name already. He died like a minute ago, and I already forgot his name.
Melatonin died last year.
Yeah, but she just said his name. I'm so bad at this.
Yikes, dude.
When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Uticott, y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job. Uncle Tonin, there's the word, Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill, and well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. Clearly I should be doing more southern with this person. The sniffles folks been getting during the pollen? Yeah, until we do, please keep on wearing your masks and the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia. And thank you to the rest of the council for their service. And now it's time for games and for feasting. And then what am I going to do? I did the science fair last year.
Yeah.
And I lost.
You can keep going. You can try it again.
Let's do...
Or do you want to wrestle box?
That's this one, right?
Yeah, the bot triathlon.
Or I can just watch, or I can not even watch. I can just walk away. I can be like brooding. I'm going to be a brooding teenager. I'm just going to walk away.
You're not even a whole teenager yet.
I'm going to be a brooding preteen. Vertumna games? Ugh, you're not a kid anymore. Everyone has fun without you while you pick at the feast table. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed and relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip-and-slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding. Yeah, I'm not going to miss on the slip-and-slide, obviously. Okay, moving on to mid-dust. My phone thought I was talking to it, so I'm throwing it away. It's because I said okay.
No more phone. Throw it away.
You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie, one of the security personnel calls out. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone, she retorts as you both retreat to a safe distance. Just because everyone else shortens their name doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. It is a great name, I gotta say. But having a nickname is kind of cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me, Selene? Annie definitely does not fit Anemone, like, at all.
I really like naming her Nem.
Nem is the one I was looking at.
It's easily my favorite, but that's just me and my one syllable our best name.
That is the one I was looking at. Just Anemone I think she would like as well, but no, Nem. Nem's a good one. Huh. Never heard that one before. Nem. Nem, I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kind of like I'm a venturer from a story. Nem picks up her discarded stick. Now, prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem. And I like this. All muscle cards or all physical cards under 2 become 2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. When you play it.
Okay, looking for items first. No items.
They tend to respawn at the beginning of the season.
Now that I'm at really high or really low stress, I think now is a good time for me to go exploring again.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the way to go. Sneak out. The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasure for those willing to put their hands down the right holes. Are you? Yeah, of course I am. Looks dark. I do. Do I have Perception 20? I do. You've stuck your hands down enough holes to know this one's probably safe. You can't hear anything rustling around in there. I'm doing it. Sweet, literally. The hole is full of sugar bugs.
Yep.
These palm-sized balls of squish, palm-sized. The bugs are this big.
Yeah.
Exude a sweet syrup when you tickle them. You fill a bottle with it and let them go again. Should be worth a few kudos.
They're probably palm size for a 12-year-old.
I mean, sure. Mush.
Mushwood.
I see it this time. First thing I'm doing is I'm going around looking for items. I don't see any others. There's a sound effect that happens when you get close to an event, I noticed.
Yes.
Small, okay, so one of the little sawmills. It's a small but busy operation, 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot. Yeah, they are clear cutting. Like, wow. They aren't planting any new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch with a big scary grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. Yeah, I'm not super happy. Oh, hey, it's Dis. Oh, Mushwood first.
Yep. And that's an event. That is the boss event.
Okay.
So no. Do it. You don't have to leave when you do the boss event.
Okay, I was about to say, should I do other things first?
No, it's easier to do it when you have low stress, because that way, if you want to finish it, you can use stress to push.
I can push through. Yeah, that's fair. Hi, Selene. I wish we didn't have to go home. I wish we could stay out here forever. I would miss my parents. What if we didn't go home? Today, I mean. What if we stayed out and camped overnight? That's a terrible idea. Of course we're going to do it. Like,
do it, you
my
coward.
parents are going to be so mad at me, but yeah, we're doing this. More rebellion. Dis sets up a tent while you place perimeter posts around the edge of the clearing. If anything trips this invisible wall around your campsite, at least you'll know about it. Without even saying goodnight, look, I respect Dis's way of communicating, so I got no problem with that. Dis crawls into the tent, takes off his jacket, stuffs it behind his head, and falls asleep. Man, I'm so jealous of people that can fall asleep just right away. You crawl in beside him and pull a thermal blanket over yourself. You're exhausted from a long day of hiking in the jungle, so despite the excitement of being out in the wild at night, you also fall asleep. Okay, so what's gonna go wrong?
You got a bravery point for that.
You both wake to a blaring alarm and bright lights filling the campsite. It's the perimeter alert. Something must have triggered it. Let's go take a look. I could also, yeah. That's only 9 though. Is there a better one? That's 10. Do I have a 3? No. I was about to say I could do like a 2, 3, 4, but I don't have that. So I think just the 2, 2, 2 is probably the way to go. This is not a physical challenge. Okay, so I got my goal. Now... Can you think of any way I can better... Wait, no. Right. Okay, hold on. I don't actually have a 3 if I use this too.
Yeah. I put it back.
So, what I had done was like 1, 2.
Yeah.
How about 1... That gets me an extra pair.
Right.
Nailed it. Excellent.
There you go.
You both carefully open the door and peek out through a crack. Nothing. Whatever it was, the lights and noise must have scared it off. God, I hope so. The sun is almost up. You are definitely not getting back to sleep, so you eat soy rations and watch the sun rise over the jungle together. When the surveyors open up the gates and start prepping for the day, you pack up your gear and go home. You expect the worst, but nobody even noticed you were gone. You left the privacy curtain on your bed closed. Your parents must have come in late and left early. That's true. They do work a lot.
They do work constantly.
But it also makes you feel a little sad.
Oh, I guess you did have to go home after that. Sorry.
That's
on
okay.
me.
All good. I know for the future.
Most boss events don't make you go home after it.
I've done 2 boss events so far, and both of them made me go home afterwards. The first one, of course, being when my uncle got
That's fair. Most of the other ones don't.
As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores, and you find Dis curled up in the cabin. What's up, crybaby? God, you can really, bully Dis, can't you?
Yeah. You can bully everybody. You can be an asshole about everything.
Okay, I don't have Persuasion 10. Do you want to talk about it? Why don't you go ask my sister? Tang is just so mature. She knows everything, and I'm just a sensitive little crybaby who doesn't know anything. Do we know Dis's modification?
I do, but you don't.
We haven't learned it yet? Okay. I hate her. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I mean, you can be both. And in fact, you know, it's not necessarily correlated, but I have known some very smart people who are very mean.
Yeah, Tang being one of them.
I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. I'm a little worried about Dis right now.
Listen, Dis has problems.
I am going to go talk to Tangent, see if she has anything to say. Hey, I have enough to where we can study together. We sync our holopalms and play a game together where we race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent, of course, is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels.
You got a reasoning off of that.
I
too.
see that, yeah. Not bad.
Your perception is very close to leveling up, as is your toughness.
Yeah. Okay, so. She says I got a hollow leg, yeah. Just checking to see if there's anything. I did get a few animals lately, but not enough.
Ooh, can you talk to Cal? I don't know if you have enough to get to talk to him about stuff.
I need biology 80
Ooh, shit.
for his what are you working on? Tell her about your day. She doesn't care.
She doesn't. When you do that, she's like, that seems boring as fuck.
I'm gonna say you're amazing again, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so perception. What can I do to increase my perception? Toughness, I know I can go play sports ball.
Yeah, well, check to see in there if maybe there's a perception option as well. Toughness in combat.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be what I end up doing because I do want to get that
think
toughness
sneaking
up.
out gives you bravery and perception, so you could go back to sneaking out again.
I could sneak out again. Sneaking out twice in one.
Well, you're not
season.
like unconscious.
That's
about
true.
it.
I've got plenty of space on my stress. So yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, it'll give you one perception, like base.
Just for going out. Nice.
Yeah, so check what you have for perception. What's your points on it? Is your 32?
31.
Okay, so you just need one thing that would increase your perception otherwise. Essentially.
You spot a suspiciously regular mound of dirt. Okay, I mean, obviously we're going to dig it up, but we're going to poke it first. There's my +1 perception. You cautiously break off a branch and prod the suspicious mound. Nothing. It's just a regular pile of dirt. Also,
Sometimes it's not.
making sure that I'm keeping an eye open for items.
So if you look very carefully, there's 2 different colors of ground.
Yeah,
The dark one you can't walk on.
got it.
I hope that helps.
A nearby
Bravery.
pond has dammed up. We're gonna bravely jump over it. We might end up getting wet. It's fine.
It's fine.
+2 if it's in the first or last pane.
Yep. And that's of any stage of the challenge. So
Yeah, we'll do 2, 3, 4. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the gems, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get there.
yeah, you could do straight up 4 ones.
I could do straight up 4 ones. So that would be like 3, 1, 3, 1.
As long as you have the reds and the blues together, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Extra bravery.
You bravely fall in and get wet. I love how succeeding the bravery is what makes me fall into the water.
You could not go near the water too.
But
That was an option.
I am victorious though, so I will take that. And yeah, I do see that there's like subtle differences in the coloring.
Subtle, yeah. I think there's only one, that's the last one that's available right now, so.
How do you know?
Because you've walked around the rest of it.
Oh, got it. Okay, little wrigglers. I couldn't tell that I walked around everything. Hopping beetles, we're gonna touch one. I'll get a
You
bravery.
touched it. Gross.
My perception is 32. Oh, wait.
The thing.
Yep, I see it. My real life perception isn't great.
Oh, I guess I missed one.
Mush trees, they're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get gross and mushy. If you were older, you could probably cut them down. Friendly Pat, got my perception up to 33. Excellent.
And what's the other one?
The other one is animals.
Because
Because it's not a tree. You give one a pat, it moves under your hand. It's not a tree, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug.
That's cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All collectibles now glow because of my perception.
That's why I wanted you to get your perception up. And that's that's where the boss event was, so now you can go home faster. You've gone through everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes the perks are super useful.
Okay, into the wet. We're definitely going to get toughness up because I want to get that perk.
Where's your stress levels?
I'm at 95. So I have one month to do things, and then I'm going to have to rest next time.
Yeah, for sure. It is a good idea to go into glow with not all of the stress forever.
Gotcha.
You can rest during glow, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just like, sometimes it's better to not have a billion stress.
My bravery's getting up there too.
Well, how much toughness do you need to hit 33?
Yeah, so this +1 toughness. I have 29.
And then defense training
doesn't
combat?
give me toughness. Okay, so we're doing sports ball. It's miserable in the rain. Everyone complains at first, but after a while you almost begin to feel one with the rain, and it ceases to bother you. I don't know. I really like playing games in the rain, personally. I have good memories of playing football with friends in the rain, and sometimes getting hurt, admittedly.
I just want to know what this freaking game is. Is it basketball? No. It is a sports ball. That is the
It's
name of
sports
the
ball.
game.
That's all it is. Hey, look at all these twos. This is perfect. I'm not
One of
gonna
them
put.
is.
Oh, there's a +1 there. Criminy.
There's an unchangeable though.
That is true. Okay, so you, and then you with the unchangeable, and then you, and then you, and then you.
Yeah.
That didn't get me a super goal, though. Is there a super goal on
Yeah,
these?
but your super goal. Everything has a super goal, but the super goal might not always be achievable with just card.
Got it.
And
Like I might
there's
have
no
to use. Yeah.
guarantee on how much above the goal you have to do to get the super goal either. So, like, sometimes it's +20, and sometimes it's +2.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
it has enough of a variable.
So mid wet. Well, hold on. Really quick, I'm going to check in with some folks. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I dare you eat this worm. Oh yeah? Well, I double dare you to eat a worm. Well, you can't just turn down a double dare. Obviously, I'm gonna eat the worm. Slimy, unsatisfying. I see what you did there. I was a teenage exocolonist. That was a Lion King reference. Very, very gross. Dis eats his like a noodle, slurping it up. I hate that so much.
It's gross.
That's disgusting.
Congratulations, you now eat meat. This is the first time you've eaten meat in the game.
That's fair. You should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing.
Why don't you open your friendship bars? It's a little heart up at the top, yeah. So why don't we see if we can figure out if anybody's birthday is today, or like this week, month?
Early dust.
You don't know yet.
Don't know. Don't know. I don't know anything. Tammy, no. Tammy.
She's faded.
Don't know Mars's
Well,
birthday. Okay, I don't know anybody's birthday.
So the thing is that if you give gifts to somebody on their birthday, it'll double the effect.
So anemone, early dust. Gotta remember next year. I won't remember because we don't do these recordings very often. But
Nope.
next year, early dust. Gotta give anemone a gift.
Um,
Also, should I be going around and giving gifts at this point? Like,
you can you have the extra stuff.
I've got
like,
things.
You can go and you can only give them to like the kids anyways, so you know.
Okay, so I don't remember what it was that.
He likes red Xeno eggs for sure, but
like
we
the
don't know
eggs.
about anything else.
All right, well, I'm not going to take any chances then. Here you go. Yeah, you can totally eat it. It's fine.
If you click on their picture, you can see if you have found out stuff that they already like, but you haven't yet. So
Right,
now
but I have
it's
to
kind
try
of-
things out, right?
Yes.
I have plenty of mushwood.
She likes it, but it's not like absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
On the upside, it's not a ew. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's fair. I bet you might like the crystal cluster. At the right
She likes
angle,
crystal clusters.
I can see my face in it. I don't want to give away too many of my items because Glow's coming up and I assume that I'm going to need some stuff.
Right.
There's more math than I thought there would be.
Fucking rude.
I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. He doesn't actually love it, but he's just being nice.
He's nice about it.
He's a nice guy.
And then Dis.
And then Dis.
I'd give him the herbs. as well. Yeah. Because you still have, that way you keep one.
Yep, he likes one. Or he likes those. Very nice. Now, is this like Stardew Valley where there's a like and a love, or is it just like and dislike?
It's like and dislike. If you give them a birthday cake on their birthday, generally they'll be like, "This is great."
That's true, and it's 50 to get a cake, right? So I'll probably pick one up at some point. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to remember to do that for Anemone next year. I'll get her a birthday cake on her birthday because she's the only one whose birthday I know. Okay, now my stress, I don't want to do anything that gives me too much stress, right?
Yeah, so you don't want to go out exploring.
But
where are you at for toughness now? It looks like you're almost at 30.
30. I think that the best thing for toughness is working
In hydroponics?
here, right? Yeah.
Shovel dirt.
Is 3
Yeah, that'll
toughness,
do
which
it.
is exactly what I need. Yeah, we're shoveling dirt.
And you get kudos out of it too, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't you think it's time you started thinking about what you're going to do when you get older? I'm ready. How about you come join your folks on the farm? Yeah, I'm ready.
It'll open another, like, it opens farming.
I can farm in geoponics now. Nice. Okay,
Yes.
shoveling dirt. Here we go. We got 1. All cards underneath become 2. That's not relevant. +1. Okay, so I could do a bunch of 4s and a bunch of 2s.
You could do
2, 3, 4, and this one gets a +1. So technically, becoming, I could make the
you could do three 4s easy.
this one could be a 5
True.
because it gets
That could also be a 4.
Yeah, that would be a 4. But if I put in a gem, because if I put in something with a gem, that's going to become a 5, right?
Yeah.
But I could go like 4, 4, 4.
Yeah. You could do 4 4 like 4 4 5, right? With all of the blues, and then do 2 blues, two blues at the front,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do the 2 2s,
and the 3.
and I could go 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah. Well, it'd be 4 4 4.
Oh, right.
Or 4
That's
4
4,
5.
4, 5.
Yeah.
Just checking. Is there anything more I can do?
You could take. I mean, you could use your blue bobber fruit to turn the yellow into a blue 5. But I don't know if you'd want to.
I don't think it's worth it. There was a better one, though.
There's one more than that.
I got the toughness I wanted, which means I should get my perk now.
Yep.
Into the glow. I'm so terrified right now.
And your perk.
Red cards get +1 in physical challenges.
Yeah. Every single time.
I know I say it every video, but man, the glow is gorgeous.
So pretty. And your mom's like, why are you outside?
Stay where I can see you. Right, well, I assume the entire colony is super nervous right now.
Yeah. Like, you could go back and you could do stuff in hydroponics. You could at least look to see what farming will give you.
Yeah, let's take a glance. So xenobotany obviously is really cool.
Which gives you biology and organizing.
Biology, toughness, friendship, kudos, and stress.
Solid.
My combat's at 22, so there's no way I'm getting that up. Biology, organizing. Where's my organizing at? My organizing is really bad.
It is really low. What does where your reasoning at? Or your bravery?
My bravery is getting there. It's at 28. But 5 is probably a bit more than I can get
Yeah.
right now. So if I do xenobotany, then that'll, I mean, my teacher is gone, right? So, like, someone has to step up and teach biology at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the xenobotany. Also, I get to hang out with my dad, so.
You're also probably gonna want to do more lesson stuff too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 4, 5.
It would have to be 4, 4, 5, which makes me sad.
One, 2, 4, 5, 4. Wrong 4. Or maybe 5, 4, 4.
Yeah, that would be better.
That seems right, yeah.
Nailed it. Very nice.
And like 18 kudos, extra plus 3 kudos, nothing.
Okay,
nothing
biology's
wrong
up
with
there. Bravery's getting there. Combat. So bravery and combat are really going to be things that I'm going to be focusing on over the next year.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say, and new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe there, but it wasn't safe last year for Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should all be over soon. I mean, obviously I'm gonna go.
She doesn't have hands.
Yeah. Congruence isn't gonna stop me. She can't stop me. I mean, I suppose if she was like a fully functional, like, if she could control the building, she could like lock the door on me, but you slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen to the dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead in the ventilation ducts. The monsters are here.
Aim it.
My animals is really low, but so is my combat. You follow the sounds to a workshop and force yourself to look through the slats of a vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bug-like eyes peer down at you. No, 4, 6. They blink in syncopated pairs. Then you hear it, over the sirens, a soft pinging noise, halfway between a chirp and a purr.
Yeah, aim it.
The creature skitters spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slats, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, denting the metal. I think I know what this is. I think this is the creature that Cal found. Right? Cal was raising a small critter, right? That wasn't that small?
True, he was.
So I think taming it's probably going to be the right choice. I have a random card locked in. That's annoying. But like 6/6, right?
Right.
But 41, that's a lot I gotta get to.
It is a lot. I mean, you could also 4/3 as well.
It's less.
Right, but if you put the 4 and the 3 in, then you also get the blue benefit.
I see what you mean.
The other thing is that if you change that card, right? If you change
Also
the
14.
lock card,
Yeah.
like, add mushwood to it so it goes up to a plus, so it's a 5.
Yeah.
It will stay a 5.
Interesting. Okay, that's good to
You
know.
could do 3, 4, 5, with all blues.
I could do 3, 4, 5 all blues. I could also go like 6, 6, 6.
True.
But no, I agree with you. 3, 4, 5 gets me 19. That gets me halfway there without even, or on the first round.
Yeah. And now it's a 5, so you can do 6, 6, 5, 5. Or, you know.
Yeah, I have other possibilities. I could go 3. I wish you weren't locked in that spot.
That's what makes it hard.
Oh, right. Okay, that gets me my goal. That's the super goal.
Yep. You can also make your 4 a 5 with one of the like with the yellow flower.
That's true. And if I did that, I would go you there and you there. With the
You can put that on the 4 with the gem, which would make it a 5 and keep it yellow.
yeah. Nice. Oh, it's so cute.
Love.
You win it over by reading its body language and slowly building trust. It seems to want to join you, and you hope you'll be allowed to keep it. It's a Riki.
So it is an.
Ooh. I like this. +1 on challenge win. I think I'm going to be equipping this immediately.
Well, you already have a thing that gives you a bonus on straights, right? So this is like straight.
This
up
is
just
like
an
that,
upgrade.
except better. Yeah, it's just a straight upgrade.
It's a straight upgrade.
Okay, so first off, Squidly Feederson.
I'm sorry. There's a straight up winner here. You can also name it like, Squid McGee or Squidderson. If you hit something else, it'll give you a text box.
It'll give me a text box, so
Yes.
I could name it Handsome Squidward.
You could name it Handsome Squidward.
No, I'm going with Squidly Feederson. Feederson is too good.
Squidly Feederson is the clear correct answer.
They blink every one of their beady black eyes at you, none of them in unison. That's so cute. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. Okay, I'm just preparing myself. All right, here we go. You and the other children file out of engineering, head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know you're safe. You manage to smuggle your new pet Freaky under your jacket, hide it under your bed before they arrive. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table, so my parents are okay at least. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time. I'm sure it was just bad luck. So they definitely, I mean, it feels like they're talking about somebody dying.
Or
maybe
just
not.
And everything's going. Glow is done. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see our level up changes. So you've significantly increased your friendship with Dis.
Yes. Yeah. A little bit with everybody else. My bravery went way up because I did so much exploring. My
Your
biology
perception went way up too.
Also because of the exploring.
Yep.
Yeah.
The biology went up 14 points.
Okay. Well, it seems like nobody died.
Nobody died this year.
So
Yay.
I guess that's where we are going to end this video on a high note, and we will pick this up again whenever we have the time. Folks who are watching, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye.